We're not doing anything too crazy today, okay? We're gonna start entering with our knee cup position, but I wanna start chaining some stuff together. Okay, again, whenever I'm gonna enter for a knee cup position, I always wanna make sure that I'm stabbing his hip. I never want to reach higher this way because I'm able to get arm barred or quick flash arm bar, whatever you wanna call it, right? Okay, so whenever I'm cutting a corner to work on my knee cut, I'm always doing this. You'll see guys when they're passing, they do this, but they're killing the hip the whole way, right? So again, one, hand on the inside of the leg, and I'm going for my knee cut position. My partner's gonna have his shield up, nice. Let's say his shield gets heavy, okay? What I wanna do is I don't wanna come out the back because there's a lot of stuff in this area right here that slows me down. What I like to do, just a quick detail, I like to cup the knee to keep that pressure. So if I'm on this side, I'm right here, I like to keep it pressure because eventually I start moving for this, right? So I'm in this position. If I'm stepping down, that's all right. But again, I like to keep pulling that knee up. Not hard, but enough to just keep that tension on me. If my partner's shield gets too heavy, I don't want to force it, right? So again, I'm not coming out the back door. I want to limp arm it. So I'm going to keep this hand, I'm coming this way. And I'm coming to his hip. Again, anytime I start reaching, he starts teaching, right? Some guys like to do this. He's going to break my arm every time. Don't make it easy for him. Cup his hip. If I want to get to that knee cup position, I'm going to square him back up to the center position. Come back in, now I'm back in the game. Okay? So that's what we're going to work on. Back again, step inside, 1, 2. He gets too heavy, limp arm out. Back in the game, come back. I'm not doing this because I want him to hook me, and I don't want to be in the back. I want to be right here. So wherever he goes, I can pivot. Again, when I set him down, if he gets too heavy, right, limp arm out, okay? It's not gonna be easy for me to bring him back this way. That's why I come this way. Center, now I'm right here. Now this position, going back to that neutral position, is gonna open us up for the next warm up. So I want us to get used to this re-entering, because eventually for the higher belts, once we beat that shield, we can start coming in, start gable gripping, start sliding back and working. So just right now, we're gonna go for time, practice both sides. If his shield gets heavy, okay? I like to keep this Z guard nice and heavy. No one's getting through me with my shield in the way. Now I'm in here, nice and tight.
Any questions? Same position, back and forth.
Yes, so I want you to get warmed up. We're gonna same person on bottom, same person on top. Again, work both sides. Play with it a little bit. You don't have to just, I don't want you to just walk through. The higher belts in here, I don't want you walking through. Get into it. The idea is to keep the height of his knee where your shoulder. Anytime my shoulder is higher than his knee, it gets heavier. His knee gets heavier. So if my shoulder's nice and low, get your shoulder please. Now I'm right here. Nice and tight. Okay? Any questions? And this will just add to what we're doing next. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. First, does anyone have any questions on that or why we do that? Again, it's one of our basic entries to get into our knee cut position. There's so many positive positions from our knee cut entry, right? Whether the guy's on the bottom or whether the guy's on top. Again, the idea is not to race and try to get as many as you can in. Because I'd rather you get 3 done in 5 minutes than 300 crappy ones done in 5 minutes. So make them count. That's why when I'm working this, I'm over-exaggerating my movement. See, I'm pinching my knees, I'm tweaking my own technique. I lose it again. Okay, so now we've lost it continuously, right? I can't beat his shield, he's too good at that Z guard. If I do get in here, then we can start working other things. But again, my Z-guard is too strong, his Z-guard is too strong, your Z-guard is too strong, whatever. So I want to get out of that position. I'm gonna limp arm out. Again, going back to the center. Now, instead of going here, this is the only time where I can reach because he's flat back, he's in his neutral position. Okay, this is the only time I can reach without having the fear of being armbar. He's too far to armbar me, I'm controlling his other legs. When it starts getting dangerous is when I do this, because now I'm extending my arm out, I'm freeing up his knees and hips, okay? But in this position right here, okay, I'm right here. If I start reaching from here and I don't bring him back to the neutral position, he can get all kinds of straight arm locks on me. Yes, he can start doing all this stuff. Okay, so I lost the knee cut position, touching his hip, going to the center position. Now, this hand that's right here is gonna continue to stay here. This hand's going to his shoulder. Now I'm gonna go cross body and smash his knees. You see, now I'm in that position. He beat me to the punch with my regular knee cut. Now I'm right here. I'm killing his hips, okay? It's kind of like when you're in the gi and you Toriano pass, the same thing happens. Well, I'm pushing his knee down and I'm in that same position, okay? This bottom hand, and I'll work with you guys right now, okay? This bottom hand, you'll have options. You can come underneath, but I don't like this there because I have to limp arm it over or shiver it across. So right here, I come, pull it out, and keeping his shoulder pressure nice and tight. I come out, underhook his head. And I'm coming this way. Partner on the bottom, square up and get used to this position. From here, block the hip. There's a time and a place to do cross body. It's not wrong, but I'm too weak at it. And if I'm doing this and I'm coming right here, he's either gonna get his bottom knee in there to retain his guard, or he's gonna turn me all the way to the other side. And now it's that payback. So if you notice when I'm passing someone's guard, whatever, however it is, I'm blocking the hip. Okay, it can be preference if you like to cross body.
Are you blocking the hip with your shoulder?
I'm blocking with my hand.
Right hand, okay.
So when I do pass someone's guard, whether I'm in the gi or the no gi, I block the hip because it prevents him from getting his retention back, his bottom knee or his top knee to come in to retain his guard. So I block the hip and it makes it a little more
His hand's either on my hip or it's on the floor,
yeah,
blocking.
I'm not gripping nothing, I'm just keeping it there.
Stop.
Okay, that's all we're gonna do. Right here. You see? The hand that I used to pick him up, right here, I kept it the same way, right? It never leaves. Now it's gonna be even easier for me to punch his knee to the mat while I'm shuffling. Shuffle, sprawl my knees down. For the higher level guys, this happens all the time. He like gets sticky with his feet. That's all right. Once you get to right here, however you need, control his hip. If he's too sticky and you can't knee out of it, sprawl. And then come back. So you can start windshield wiping your legs. I know when someone's passing my guard, I like to be as sticky as possible. I'll be stubborn, he's smashing me, but at least I'm giving him hell. I'm trying to pass my guard completely. If this arm is right here, whip your arm through it, you have your seatbelt position. Okay, from knee cut position all the way to the cross body pass. That's all we're gonna do, but play with it, okay? Don't race through it, get used to it. Arm through, sprawl if you need to, come back to the side, and block the hips.
You rather just open your hips and not feed your knee through, just sprawl on them basically?
Yep, if some guys won't hook, it's just a natural reaction. Yeah. If he's not hooking you or being tight on you, there's no need to sprawl. You just walk right past him.
But you're straddling both instead of cutting your knee through them. the knees.
Yeah, are you talking about, so he's right here and doing this?
Well, no, but like side smash, right? So when you're here, right, you're controlling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're at this, you're just sprawling
Yeah.
here instead of cutting your knee.
Yeah, you
right?
can cut the knee, and that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I'm too worried about the guys on the bottom, because what happens is I'm already in a honey hole.
Yeah.
Okay, when guys start doing this, if you're a leg entry guy, he starts doing this, and now for a higher level guys.
Yeah.
So it's not wrong. It's just it's case
No,
by
it's more of a
case.
key technique. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I like to keep my legs away. If you like entangling your legs, I'm already in that inside. I'm already in that honey hole deep. Some guys will even bait it. I'll bait it. I'll let guys come in, slice right through, and I'm getting deep in the inside ashi type stuff. But that's for our higher level guys. Okay. Any questions? Again, we're going knee cut position, all the way to the cross body pass. Partner on the bottom if you're sticky. Person on top, just sprawl it out and work on your hand placement positions. Hand placement. Okay? Person on bottom, don't be a dead fish. Don't do this. Just be a good dummy. Be a good dummy. If he's passing your guard, get back to your side control or your back position. Don't stay all dead. If he's cross-bodying me, I'm right here. He's gonna pass my guard. Don't stay here. Get used to this position. Because I'd rather be like this, right? Than to be like this. He's gonna start killing me. So just reset. Always reset. Because at least you can start working on that stuff. Any questions? All right. On 3, 1, 2, 3.